Hi, my name is Megan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to knit. I'm making a pot holder, but you can easily make a scarf using the same steps. What you will need for this is yarn of your choice, a pair of knitting needles, and some good scissors. Now the first step to knitting is casting on. So what you do is you take a length of yarn around 8 inches. I usually use a little more. This is going to be your tail, and what I do is I just place this in between my pointer finger and my middle finger of my left hand. Face your hand towards you and take this string. You're going to make a loop around your thumb clockwise. Now you get your knitting needle, you insert it into this loop that you just made, hold that with your left hand, take this yarn that's attached to your skein, and you're just going to wrap it around the needle once. Next, you're going to pull this loop over the new loop and over the needle and pull the tail tight. There's your first stitch. Now with your yarn still in your pointer and your middle finger, you're going to make another loop with your thumb this time. So just take your thumb, wrap the yarn around, and do what you just did. Insert the needle here, wrap this around, and pull this over both. Then pull it tight. Again, you're just going to wrap it around your thumb, insert the needle, and wrap it around the needle. Pull this over. When you get as many stitches on as you'd like, you no longer need this tail, so you're just going to make a few knots here by your work. Then when you think it's big enough, just going to take your scissors and cut it right by the knot. There's your first row. And now you're going to take your second needle. You're going to hold the one with the stitches in your left hand, the empty one in your right. This knitting needle is now acting like your thumb, so you're going to do exactly what you just did, but with 2 needles. So you're just going to insert it into your loop, like you did with your thumb. You're going to wrap this around the needle, and you're going to pull this over both of these. Now, insert your needle, wrap it around, and pull it over. Once you get used to it, you can do it with the needle instead of pulling it over by hand each time. So I just take it and go under and over. Insert the needle, wrap around, under and over. Now when you finish the end of your row and knit the last stitch, straighten out your stitches. You're going to take this needle in your left hand and the empty needle in your right. And you're going to just knit exactly like you just did on the other row. You're going to insert the needle, wrap that around, and go under and over. After knitting so many rows, you get it as big as you'd like it. Keep stretching it out, seeing how it looks. This is a pot holder I made earlier. I'm ready to finish it. It's as big as I'd like it. The final task is called binding off. So to bind off, it's fairly easy. It's probably the easiest part of this process, actually. You're going to take your knitting like you have been. You're just going to knit the first 2 stitches. So go under and over, under and over. And when you have the 2 stitches over here, you're going to take the bottom one and you're just going to pull this over the top one and over the needle. Then you knit 1 more stitch. You're going to take that bottom one, pull that over. 1 more, bottom one, over. Now you're going to knit your last one, pull the bottom one just like you usually do, stretch this out a little bit, put away your needles, and get your scissors and you can just cut it right here. Pull this loop through, make a knot near the end, cut your little tail off, and homemade pot holder. Thanks for watching my video.